Welcome back to DC, everybody. I'm going down to the mall where all the memorials are to see exactly what places are open and closed today in the middle of the government shutdown. So hopefully not too many places are closed. Let's just see exactly what places are closed during the shutdown. All right, we're going down 14th Street at the moment. A couple more blocks till the mall. And to the left is the U.S. Customs and Border Protection over here on the left. And on my right is the Department of Commerce Department. Oh, looks like there's some kind of protesting going on at the yeah, that's Border Protection. That's where the headquarters of ICE is. That's why there's a lot of protesting there. And the Commerce Department here on the right is open because it's an office building. Even though it's a government office building, it's still open. They still have to work. Even though they're not getting paid. Because the affairs of state must rise above all affairs of state. But let's go check out the museums and attractions. The Museum of American History is right here. I mean, African history is right here. African American history. I bet they're closed. This is the Museum of African American History. Doesn't look like they're open today because I don't see too many people around. Usually this place has a lot of people. But for some reason today, well, I know what reason, there's no government shutdown. So let's see what the sign says over here. As I suspected, the sign, here's your sign. Museum temporarily closed. See that? All Smithsonian museums and National Zoo are closed today due to the government shutdown. And so that's number one. African American National Museum is closed. Yeah, well, it's quiet here. I like it. We can hang out here. Usually this place is teeming with people, but not today. Not today. I kind of like it. It's quiet. You can hang around here and sit down and relax and have lunch maybe. Oh yeah. I like it. I wonder what's down there. I never get a chance to see what's down there. Because there's always a lot of people here. Let's check out the other side, the Constitution Avenue side. Let's see what's going on over there. Go around the outside, round the outside, round the outside. Looks like they're repaving 15th Street over here. Re-asphalting it. Because it was getting pretty bad. Even on the bike lane, it was pretty bad. The streets here. Not too many people here today. Which is good. I like it. I like the quietness of the government shutdown. You should have more government shutdowns in the future because it's quiet. The Washington Monument is closed too. You can't go up to the top. So if you had tickets to go up to the top today, well then you're out of luck because you can't go up to the top because it's closed. I know that for a fact. This is the Museum of American History, and as you can see, this too is shut down. Let's go up to the front door to see if they have that same generic sign. See that? Yeah. Museum of American History over here. There's no sign here though. Check and see what we got in the front. shuttle stop. Yeah, well, the museum is closed today, as you can see. The National Museum of American History is closed today because of the government shutdown. It just says closed. There's no sign that says because of the shutdown. It just says it's closed today. Let's see what happens. Oh, the sign is up there on the front. Sign is up here on the front here. The same sign that was on the African History Museum. The sign that's here. See, all Smithsonian Museum. You see this? You just have them print all of these en masse and they stick it on the door. Yeah, well, you know, the Museum of American History here is closed. All right. So far, the Washington Monument, African American History, American History are all closed. Next door is the Natural History, and next door to that is the National Gallery of Art. And across the mall over here is the castle. No, that's not the castle. This is the museum, the Smithsonian Museum of Natural History, right next door to the Museum of American History, and they're closed as well. Everything is shut down. Let's see what the sign says. This is a better picture though, because this has columns and stuff. It looks more like an official government building rather than, you know, just a regular building like the other building. All right. There's no sign up front though. It just says welcome to the Smithsonian, but then you only find out it's closed. See, this is the Museum of Natural History. This is where all the fossils and the elephant, the big elephant, and the Hope Diamond is in here. Okay, you don't get to see the sign until you get to here. See, they're closed. Can't even see the elephant in there. That's the Smithsonian National Museum of Natural History, also closed. But there's no sign. I wanted to take a photo of. They had a sign up here that says Smithsonian museums are all closed, and it would be a great shot with that in the background. But unfortunately there's no sign, and unfortunately everything is closed. Castle across the street is closed, and let's check out the castle. I'm pretty sure it's closed, but it's under renovation anyway, so it's going to be closed regardless. But you know what's open is these refreshment kiosks over here. You can buy hot dogs and soda and drinks. Looks like they're making a killing. A lot of customers outside, but I don't usually go there. They're pretty expensive. I think like $8 hot dogs and $4 sodas. I wouldn't really want to go in there. Anyway, that's the castle, Smithsonian Castle. That's closed as well. Air and Space is closed. National Gallery of Art down there is also closed. And of course, the Museum of Natural History is also closed. Here's the Smithsonian Castle. I'm sorry about the backlighting, because you can't really see the castle too much because of the backlighting. Anyway, the mall is quite empty today. There's the Capitol building. The mall is quite empty. And it's kind of nice. I like it. Here's the castle, everybody. Let's go up to the Hirshhorn Museum. Hirshhorn Museum should be open since it's like an open air museum, so it should be open. Let's see. There's the castle behind me. We're heading to the Hirshhorn Museum. Should be open, or unless they're doing work on it, then it won't be open. Here it is right up ahead. See that? The Hirshhorn Museum of Modern Art here. I don't know if they're open. Oh, doesn't look like they're open. Doesn't look like it. They're doing construction work. Unless you want to get in through the side. I think you can get in through the side. The outdoor exhibit is also closed, as you can see on the side. So I don't know. They're doing a lot of construction work here. Oh, I missed. Oh no, there's no seat. You can't go in there either. Yep, Hirshhorn Museum is closed. Not because of the shutdown, but because it's under construction. This is the Air and Space Museum. It's closed. I'm pretty sure it's closed. But half of it is closed anyway because they're still in the middle of renovation of half of it. But they recently opened the other half. Like a few weeks ago, they opened the one half, but half is still closed. But today all of it is closed because of the shutdown. As we can see here, this is the Air and Space Museum, and let's see what the sign says here. Yep, museum closed. There you go. This one says museum's closed. Usually there's a lot of detail in the bottom that says why it's closed and everything, but it's just a plain sign that says museum closed. And there we have the generic sign that was distributed to all the Smithsonian museums with the QR code that you can scan if you wanted to you know, to visit online. There you go. Same sign. Smithsonian Air and Space closed. Alright, so the Smithsonian Air and Space is also closed. It just recently reopened again after being closed for renovation for the last year or so. Oh, okay. They have the sign in the back here. It says the same sign as the other places. All Smithsonian museums are closed. And since the Air and Space Museum is a Smithsonian museum, it's going to be closed too. All right, let's go. Let's go check out the National Gallery of Art. That's closed too, by the way. This is also a very government official looking building here, and National Gallery of Art. I don't see a sign up front that says it's closed or not, but I'm betting it's also closed. Everything under the Smithsonian name, Smithsonian wing, is closed, including, actually, the National Gallery of Art closed last week. They ran out of funds last week. All the other Smithsonian museums closed today or yesterday, but the National Gallery of Art closed last week, as you can see. Well, let's go see what's going on up front. This one actually says due to the federal government shutdown, so let's go and see what see if I can take a picture of this one here. See, it says closed due to the federal government shutdown. Yeah, it's shut down. So if you wanted to come to DC to look at some fancy schmancy art stuff, again, you're out of luck because you can't even get into the building. I don't know why I wore 2 jackets and it was going to be hot. Look at these giant doors. Look at that. Those doors are humongous. I wonder if it's like one large piece of wood to make the one door, or several pieces of wood. Kind of reminds me of something out of a movie here. I don't know if something will pop out of here, like in a Star Wars movie. Those are humongous doors though, you know? Look at this. You could actually push this to open this huge giant door. That's weird. Anyway, so it's getting hot. I think I better go have some lunch somewhere. So okay, everybody, the National Gallery of Art is closed. Museum, gallery dedicated to art of all eras and all nations. If you wanted American art, you can go down to the portrait gallery down there at Penn Quarter, which is, I think, closed also, or maybe not. I don't think it's government funded though, so maybe it's open. I could go there, but I'm kind of hungry. But this place, National Gallery of Art, is definitely closed. All right, so so far the African American Museum is closed, Air and Space is closed, Natural History is closed, American History is closed, Washington Monument is closed. So pretty much the Smithsonian Castle is closed. So pretty much everything is closed on this, the third week of the government shutdown here. The U.S. Botanic Garden is also closed, so I'm not gonna even bother going all the way over there. And this museum is also closed. This is the Museum of Modern Art. If you want to see a little bit art that's a little bit more modern, then this is where you go. This is also part of the National Gallery of Art, but this is more the modern art. But this is also closed, as you can see. This is also closed. National Gallery of Art, the modern wing. They don't have the signs up front that say closed though. But you can see some of the sculptures inside, as you can see. Some of the modern kind of sculptures that's open to interpretation. You can see it in there. Yeah, I don't know what that. There's a rock there and some kind of French fries over there, and yeah, it's pretty empty. And then we got this big sculpture over here. I think this used to be in a mall, or it could be in a mall. It's like the sculptures you see at my local mall. That one kind of looks like the sculpture in front of the Louvre, but just a smaller version of the sculpture in front of the Louvre there. All right, this is the Canadian Embassy, everybody. If you need to get a visa for Canada, that's where you go. This is the Canadian Embassy right here. Canadian Embassy is one of those embassies that's right here on Pennsylvania Avenue. Very close to the Capitol. Oh, the black SUVs. I wonder if there's going to be a motorcade or something. Anyway, let's go down Pennsylvania Avenue to about 7th, and then we'll make a right on 7th, and then all the way down to the convention center. Pennsylvania Avenue. See this blue line right in the center? That's the inaugural parade route. That's the guide for the inaugural parade route. And that's what they follow for the inaugural parade. Every time a president is elected, they go for the inaugural and they go for a parade. And this is little guideline for the parade right here.
Yeah.
See, it goes all the way from the Capitol all the way to the White House. That way, they won't get lost. You know, because sometimes, you know, they might get lost. You never know. All right, here's 7th Street. This is where we go have some lunch. Take this all the way down to the convention center. And once we're at the convention center, we'll just have lunch there at the convention center. This is that famous sculpture of Temperance. Here on Pennsylvania Avenue. This is part of Pennsylvania Avenue that goes uphill, so I have to have power here. We need power to go uphill. Because going down that way, it's going downhill. Going up this way is going uphill. So I hate having to go uphill on a bicycle with no power. So I have to have power. Luckily, my bike is powered. Let's take the bike lane here. It's like they're delivering some money. And let's take the bike lane up to Suspend Quarter. Almost there, I think.
She's pouring over something.
That guy did way. I guess he's worshiping at the throne of something or that. Almost there though. 7th Street, F Street. This is Penn Quarters. This is Capital One Arena over here. And almost there. Just a few more blocks and we'll be there. At the Sbarro at the Convention Center. This is Capital One Arena. This is where the Wizards play and Capitals, and you know, they play but not win, unfortunately. This is Chinatown, everybody. Capital One Arena is in Chinatown, as you can see. Chinatown. Here in Chinatown, all the signs have to be in Chinese. If it's not in Chinese, it's against the law. It's the law to have Chinese character. Oh, I missed that. Shit. I missed that. Anyway. Alright, welcome to Chinatown, everybody. It's a metro station here in Chinatown. So this metro station is known to be an open-air drug market, so I would kind of just stay away from the open-air drug market of Chinatown. All right, I think we're almost there. We're on I Street, so it's a few more blocks and we'll be there. A few more blocks and we'll be at the convention center. Glad I'm taking the street today. If I took the sidewalk, I'd still be on the sidewalk. So I don't know. We're almost there. Just a few more blocks to the convention center and my delicious spaghetti with meatballs. And now we're going down to the convention center over here. I wonder how much longer it's going to be. Maybe pretty close or whatnot. But, decided to take the sidewalk because, you know, it's getting hairy a little bit on the regular street, so let's go take the sidewalk. Oh, okay, this is the convention center right here, so it's just I can see the Sbarro right there, so let's go to the Sbarro. All right, my bike is secure. Looks like they've blocked off the street. If I can go down that way, I might have to go down the other way. Anyway, here's the Sbarro. Hopefully there won't be too much people in there. I can have my delicious spaghetti in peace. Oh, a lot of National Guard. Wow. That's Sbarro. Real crowded. National Guard. And just by luck, you know, there's a convention going on. And I'm hoping there would be a convention. But that's my luck, right? Whenever I want to Have a peaceful, quiet meal at Sparrow. There's the convention. Over here. This is kind of like the back of the convention center. But there's some security back here too. I don't know what would warrant this kind of high security. Some kind of convention. If anybody knows what's going on at the convention center today, Wednesday, October 15, I don't know. Please let me know so I can try to avoid it next time. Probably shouldn't have gone down to the convention center today anyway. Probably should have done it next week, but I got a hankering from I had a hankering for some Sparrow spaghetti, so so I had some Sparrow spaghetti over there at Sparrow here at the convention center. Anyway, let's go back to DuPont Circle and back to our normal routine. Now we go down this quiet stretch of M Street residential neighborhood. I guess that's it for my little adventure. I just wanted to show you what places are open, what places are closed, and I think I've shown you that. So thank you for watching, and see you next time. Nice and quiet here.